Another sector that is under urgent pressure to adapt to Brexit is the manufacturing sector. And a particular problem for manufacturing is that current production methods, current distribution of the stages of production are very largely based on the EU single market. We quite commonly, for example, see automobile manufacturers having parts of a vehicle built in one EU jurisdiction, other stages of the process being carried out elsewhere in the EU, finishing in yet another jurisdiction, and then the finished product being distributed as a part of the single market through the EU. Post-Brexit, that integrated manufacturing process has to be rethought. And it doesn't necessarily mean that those processes can't carry on in the locations that are currently used. It does mean, however, that we as advisors need to help clients to have a much clearer view of the specific reliefs, facilitations, and other measures that they should be applying for. For example, tariff impacts, customs duties, can be mitigated or eliminated by applying for reliefs like inward processing relief. We are working with clients and government authorities in the UK to explore the potential for structures like free ports or free zones to address those sectoral impacts. And we're even looking with parts of UK government, revenue and customs in particular, at the scope for developing technology-based virtual free zones that would allow elements of a manufacturing process to be traced through the process rather than being looked at on a geographical basis. So customs facilitations and reliefs would apply as long as those components are verifiably within the same production line, the same production process, rather than applying only because they're within a defined geographical free zone. Now, that's a live discussion, and it's also something that's driving some innovative and creative investment, which I think is a useful indication that Brexit, as well as being a challenge, can also be an accelerator. It can be an impulse for innovation. So I don't think it's all doom and gloom, particularly not for the manufacturing sector, which has in any event been making huge strides in terms of the adoption of Internet of Things technology, blockchain, distributed ledger, and other related innovations. So that's where I think the manufacturing sector's focus of attention should be, and in fact is.
You know, a lot of things that clients are doing are logical. I mean, if you're running a manufacturing business in the UK, you're looking at your supply agreements and where your materials are coming from, and you're looking at pricing, and you're looking at ability to get out of contracts. And we started doing some of that 2 years ago, and so the level of frustration, is high. And then you're sitting there, and they're stockpiling goods, but there's not a lot of warehouse space left in the UK at the moment.